I grew up in Buckhead and had driven by this facility for many years, and when I took it over, initially my main objective was to bring it back to its glory days and to put a new facility here that everybody would enjoy and everybody could use. Along the way, I learned a tremendous amount about therapeutic riding and the phenomenal difference it makes in the lives of the children and adults who have disabilities. And the more I learned about it, the more I wanted it to be the preeminent reason why we were here. Chastain Horse Park started off in 1938 as Chastain Stables, and in the course of starting back up with the riding lessons and the boarding, we formed a new therapeutic riding program. So we serve students with disabilities, both mental and physical, and those students range in age from 3 years old to 65 years old.
Yes, we are basically teaching horseback riding skills to these clients, but we also work in things into their routine, into their riding lesson that are actually therapeutic for them. Lots of things come with a head injury, from physical problems to mental cognition problems and things of that nature. And Brian is very much focused on learning how to ride a horse. But while working on riding skills, the horse will move your pelvis and your body and stimulates those muscles and nerves in the same manner as it would if he were actually walking.
Tall on this right turn. These are the hard ones. Keep your hand more forward and your chin up, 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 up. It's okay, you can walk across those poles.
He has to sit up straight, he has to look where he's going, which has him hold his head up correctly, and then he has to use his memory and his cognitive skills to actually work through the task.
I have a set of twins, and both of them have some disabilities. Ashley has very mild CP, and my son has CP and autism, and so they were doing Babies Can't Wait therapy, and it was recommended to us to do hippotherapy.
Well, hippotherapy it actually is derived from the Greek word hippo for horse. And hippotherapy is a licensed occupational, physical, or speech therapist, and we utilize the horse as a therapeutic modality. It's not about learning to ride, other than letting the horse impart its movement onto the rider to develop their postural control, their core strength, their balance, their symmetry, their motor planning.
There you go.
And what we have seen since she's been doing therapy on the horses is that her torso strength has increased significantly, her leg strength and her arm strength has changed dramatically. And I also think it's affected her cognitively. Her talking has improved, everything has really improved. It's all wired together, I believe, and so we've just seen improvement in all aspects of her personality.
The fact that we went from 6 children a week to 140 a week in a very short time proved that there was a phenomenal need for this therapy. We also have students from the inner city that are in our outreach program. And then the riding lesson program is very good for the neighborhood because there's no other facility close in. Most of the other facilities are a 45-minute drive one way. So we're able to meet the needs of people that live in town who want their children to learn the basics of riding.
It's kind of scary when you first, get to the horse because it's so big. But it's enjoyable once you're on top of it. The way you feel the wind on your face it's an incredible experience.
I like Haji, the darkest one. He's my favorite, mainly because he's nice and well-trained.
Most of our horses are older. Show horses, parade horses, police horses. These types of horses do very, very well here because they've seen a lot in their life, and they need to be very calm, very well-mannered.
Many of these children have been around household pets, but never around certainly an animal as large as a horse or unpredictable as a horse. So we certainly start with just seeing how they react to that.
I don't think she was ever afraid of the horses.
I love her.
In fact, the first day she was here, she was hugging the horses by the face. So
Yeah.
her instructor, Amy Austin, said, well, we can see that Kristen won't have any problem at all because she loves the horses.
Yeah, I did.
Horseback riding is a very physical activity. A lot of people don't realize that. So she gets exercise coming out here. We work with things like her letters and numbers.
1, 2, 3. Whoa!
And then she just flat out loves riding. And she gets a very big charge out of having this big horse do what she wants him to do.
I rode as a child and had my own therapeutic relationship with the horse I had. I was a very shy young girl, kept to myself, and the horse brought me out, made me a much more open and outgoing person.
She's really well trained.
Whether it's attention deficit disorder or the right-left discrimination or the physical issues with being in a wheelchair, when they get up and they're in control and they're holding the reins to this very strong beast, it makes them far more self-confident than they were just being on a machine in a doctor's office.